Hey everyone, welcome back to Chicago Bears Daily. As we look forward to our Week 2 preseason game against the Colts here, I just want to touch back on a few highlights, what I'd like to see in Week 1, a few things that I maybe would have liked to see more of or better of. First thing here, obviously, it's the talk of everybody is the Justin Fields throw to DJ Moore. Actually, when he threw that ball, I even said, oh, that's a bad pass. That's not the prettiest pass. And it went for a 62-yard touchdown. So people that are shitting on Justin Fields for not making a deep pass or a big play, I don't know if they realize, but that's exactly why we brought someone like DJ Moore in, someone that is able to actually make plays off those short passes. I mean, it's going to take pressure off Fields. It's just simple football. I mean, you're throwing a simple pass, and you mean the receivers making plays, dodging guys. Let's talk about that blocking downfield, too. I mean, it wasn't all DJ Moore, but that first, you can't write it any better, the fact that DJ Moore's, I feel like I had a dream about that, DJ Moore's first catch as a Chicago Bear, and I was hoping it was going to come in the first game of the regular season, but it's pretty much poetic, the fact that it went for a 62-yard touchdown as of his first catch as a Bear. And then also you had Fields. I really liked his, 56-yard touchdown to Khalil Herbert. I was nervous because the pressure was really in his face, and he still showed that escapability. He still kept his eyes upfield, and he only dink and dunked it a little bit, but that's all he needed to do. He threw a 3-yard pass maybe, and it went for it. I mean, it's game planning. We don't need the razzle-dazzle. I mean, it is razzle-dazzle, but it's we don't need Fields to be throwing 60 yards through the air to score. A touchdown's a touchdown, and I know that we're obviously, of course, playing it's preseason, we're playing some guys that are hoping for a roster spot. So it's all taken with a grain of salt, but it's things you like to see. And I think Flus, he did a great job of pulling out more after that touchdown, and then Fields after that second. Because honestly, I mean, they didn't do much, but they did everything they needed to do. Everything else at that point seemed like it was just going to be extra. So we didn't need to see any of that and just risk injury. One thing that was really worrying me, the first drive of the game, we let Malik Willis come down and kind of tear us up. And it was worrying to me because, that was almost, there's injuries Tremaine Edmonds, I believe Jaquan was out. So there was, Yannick wasn't playing. There's guys that were missing, but for the most part, we have rookies out there. We have guys that are going to be playing. For the most part, that was worrying me. And although we did tighten it up, that first drive really spooked me because that was essentially, no Derrick Henry, no DeAndre Hopkins, even no Ryan Tannehill. It's kind of it was a little stressful to see that they kind of ran on us, they passed on us. But the rest of the game, we did tighten it up. I think at that point, it was the third stringers on the Titans going. So not much to say about that, but I'm hoping come regular season we're gonna need our defense to kind of step up because that's going to be a thing that we're going to have to worry about. And I like to see our rookies had a great day. Shout out real quick to Kyler Gordon. That huge, I was sitting front row and got a front row seat to that huge hit Kyler Gordon laid out on that number 11 on the Titans. I heard that pad. It sounded like the guy exploded, and it should have been 2 fumbles on that opening drive. So truly, those are calls that can go either way. There was an interview that they asked Kyler Gordon if he was upset, and he said he didn't really care. It's preseason, but as long as that goes our way during the regular season, it really could have gone either way. There were times where I thought it wasn't a fumble. I didn't really think the first one was a fumble, but the second one, I thought it was a fumble, but that's all kind of moot because it's preseason and nobody really cares. Shout out also to Zach Pickens. I think he got a sack his first game as a rookie. That must have been very, very kind of, that's like a dream right there. You come in as a rookie, it's preseason, but you come in and you make an immediate impact. I'm sure that was a huge confidence boost, especially after what everyone has been saying about him in camp. So it's very exciting to see the rookies coming in and making an immediate impact. Travis Gibson as well had a great day, probably better than his whole last year combined. So you like to see that. I'm hoping him and Yannick can at least teach him and the young guys everything about what it is to be a successful pass rusher on the edge. One thing, the really, really, really worst part of the game on Saturday was the Velus Jones muff, and you all knew that was coming. You didn't know the muff was coming. You knew what I was going to say about his muff is coming, and you really can't trust him anymore back there. It is very, very stressful now whenever he's back there because he doesn't make the best decision. I mean, the first one that he took in a hop, I thought that was a decent decision. Second one, the ball bounced up so high, you have to think that someone's going to be in his face, and he alligator armed it, and you saw the result. So it's very stressful. I think come regular season, he is not fielding punts. He'll make the 53-man roster as a receiver, but he's not going to be back there. I think we're going to be utilizing Tyler Scott back there. He's got the speed. It was really unfortunate to see Tyler Scott fumble that football on his first and only catch of the day. I think it was a catch for 9 yards, and everybody was saying that Tyler Scott was he made a lot of noise in camp, and everybody was excited to see him come out. So it was a little bit disappointing, but you can't really fault him. I mean, as a rookie wide receiver, that's what preseason is for. I mean, let's be real. He's a rookie. Like, that was his first game, first catch. You obviously do not want to see that, but I'm hoping now he has a sense of like what an NFL hit is like in a real-time game, and he can adjust and be ready for the next game and the regular season. And I'll finish off the video here talking about Roschon Johnson. One thing that I found very peculiar was the fact that he was lined up on the outside the hashes multiple times, and I don't know if we're actually going to be utilizing him as like a receiving back in that sense. Like, he's not lined up in the backfield. He was straight up lined out right near the sideline, and I don't think we threw to him. But it was interesting to me because you don't see Khalil Herbert, you don't see D'Onta Foreman, you don't see those guys lining out wide like that. So it's kind of interesting if he's there. I mean, he seems like he can do it all, and he was honestly probably the best rusher of the day. He probably got the most opportunity because Khalil Herbert, after that touchdown, he was done. But it's exciting to see him, and he's been getting first-team reps since Saturday, so it's exciting to see kind of where Roschon Johnson is going to go. It feels like his ceiling is pretty high, so if you're going to draft him in fantasy, I'm sure he'll be there super late in the rounds, or keep an eye on him in the waivers, because sooner than later, I'm sure he's going to carve out a role on our team. It was a little bit disappointing to see. I believe D'Onta Foreman didn't have a great day. Travis Homer had a good day, but that's kind of P.J. Walker threw the pick. He really didn't show much, but we also had Nathan Peterman, the boat, backing him up. He actually looked pretty decent. He hit I forgot who he hit, but he hit someone on a deep strike, which was that got the crowd going in the third quarter when, of course, no stars are playing. So the crowd needed that. It was exciting. But yeah, here we are. We are looking forward to a Saturday game at 6 p.m. Central. We are in Indianapolis. We'll get a taste of Anthony Richardson. We will, hopefully, our defense will give him a little bit of shell shock, welcome to the league type of deal. It was great to hear. I didn't get to see the Panthers game, but it was great to hear that Bryce Young did not do well. As a selfish take, that's our collateral team this year. We want the Panthers to be the worst team in the league. So as long as that translates to the regular season, I feel good about it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to what we see this next week. Bears football is back. There's not going to be a single weekend until February that the Bears are not playing, because we are going to the Super Bowl. It's confirmed. We're mapping out the parade routes now, so I'm looking forward to. Feel free to drop a like, leave a comment in the section, and if you like the Bears and you think we're going to the Super Bowl this year, don't tell anybody that, because they'll think you're crazy. But only the real ones know that it's a very strong possibility. So Fields MVP, Fields final championship, NFL Super Bowl MVP, and we win the Super Bowl. So, yep, I've seen everything I needed to see. One preseason game in the books, and I will see you in the next video going over the second game of the preseason.